Okay, good evening. Several announcements I'd like to make before the ceremony begins. In case of emergency, please take a moment to notice the exits closest to you. There are 3 on the south side and 2 on the north side. To be in compliance with district and city guidelines, please make sure that we are, cancel that, changing that. There are some common courtesies that will ensure all of the students, parents, and guests are able to see each graduate receive their diploma and hear their name when announced. Commencement is a formal ceremony. We expect a climate that reflects dignity and respect. It is asked that you remain quiet and respectful and use no artificial noisemakers during the graduation ceremony because each graduate's name is announced over the microphone and noise distracts from each announcement. Would you also please turn off your cell phones so they do not ring during the ceremony? Please do not crowd along the forward walkway. This blocks spectators' view. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. In about 10 minutes, we will go ahead and start the processional. Okay, so welcome to the Port Angeles High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. I'm Darlene Armstrong, Assistant Principal. I'd like to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. In a moment, we will begin the processional march. This will be an opportunity for you to take photographs from your seat as the graduates enter from the north and south side of the stadium and walk towards the center with their walking partner. We welcome you to tonight's ceremony.
Would the senior singers please come to the stage? Please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Port Angeles High School NJOTC Color Guard and the singing of the national anthem. Please remain standing until the color guard has exited.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Now please welcome Daniel Cable to the stage for the acknowledgement of tribal land.
This stadium is located on the homelands of the Lower Elwha Clam tribe. As an academic institution, it is our responsibility to acknowledge the sovereignty and the traditional territory of this tribal nation and their rights protected under the No Point Treaty of 1855. The Port Angeles School District is committed to diversity, equality, and inclusion by understanding the historical current experiences of Native people. Through acknowledgement, the past, present, and future of Native nations help inform the work we do to build relationships through collaborative partnerships, community service, enrollment, and retention efforts. We thank these caretakers of this land who have lived and continue to live here since time immemorial.
Good evening. I would like to introduce our first student speaker who will welcome our ceremony this evening, Samantha Robbins with her welcome speech, Kicking in Walls.
Let me just adjust myself really quick. Okay. Hey, I'm Sam Robbins, and I'm the senior class president, and I would like to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. Okay. The pandemic obviously made things worse for me, as it did for everyone. Not only did we go through something that nobody has gone through in modern time, we went through it during our fragile developmental teenage years. Adults have told us that they are sorry for us and that they can't imagine what we are going through right now in this pandemic, and they get frustrated when we struggle in school. No one besides us, the class of 2022, knows what we went through. There have been so many times I have wanted to give up, and I'm sure that goes for all of you, which is why I'm proud of you all, and you should be proud of yourself for not giving up. This year has helped me understand even more that one defines oneself by reinvention. To not be like your parents, to not be like your friends, to be yourself and to cut yourself out of stone. The world we live in is plagued with dangers. Despite all the odds, we still manage to graduate. Keep in mind that many of our social and political leaders and heroes started their lives as an average person, just one of you and me. Despite the failures and mistakes we will make, and although we may be average, we find that the average can achieve greatness, whether recognized by the world or just a few. Remember that to leave a legacy or achieve greatness is not to have money or recognition. It's to leave those with whom we cross paths with a little more happiness and hope. The world and society will often tell you what you can and cannot do. But very often, these rules and expectations will hold you back. Now that you are out of high school, there's no one to tell you what to do. You don't have to do anything, which means that you can do anything. So choose your own path. Have faith in yourself, the person next to you, and the people of the world. Everything around us has been built by people just like us. Our DNA is basically the same as every other person on Earth. Humanity has created amazing things. So the next time you think your dreams are too big, remember the potential that lies with being human. A quote by a musician named Patti Smith that I live by is, when you hit a wall of your own imagined limitations, kick it in. And that is the message I want to leave you with tonight. So class of 2022, when a wall is preventing you from achieving something you want, kick it in. Whoa!
Good evening, and once again, welcome to the graduation for the class of 2022. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome all our parents, families, friends, and distinguished guests to our ceremony this evening. This graduation could not take place without the efforts of our teachers, our secretarial staff, custodians, and our maintenance crews. Now I'd like to introduce some of our very important people who have supported us throughout the year. Please hold your applause until after all have been introduced. Our members of the school board this evening are School Board President Dr. Sandy Long, Board Vice President Katie Marks, Director Sarah Mettner, Director Mary Hebert, Director Jacob Wright, and from the Central Services Building, we have Superintendent Mr. Marty Brewer, Assistant Superintendent Ms. Michelle Olson. Let's have a round of applause for our distinguished guests this evening. Our next student speaker, senior speaker this evening is Lucas Gavin with Change.
Thank you, Mr. Zart, and thank you to the community members, staff, families, and students for being here today. My name is Luke Gavin, and I'm here not to talk to you about the experiences I've had in my 4 years at Port Angeles High School, but to focus on what is really important, and that being the over 200 graduating seniors that sit before you today. We are the class of change. We entered Port Angeles High School as freshmen and the class that started the new 7-period day. We entered as sophomores, not knowing what was to come in the approaching months. We entered as juniors, not knowing if we would ever go back to school. And we entered as seniors, happy to be back, ready to learn, and ready to see our friends again. But the novelty of being back in school quickly wore off. Once again, we were back to long days of sitting in the classroom. Once again, we were sitting at home, completing hours on end of homework. And once again, we were back to running on fumes, never quite getting enough sleep. I say this not to focus on the negative, but to highlight the future. Because as I look around me today, I see the people who chose to sit in those classrooms, who chose to do that homework, who chose to wake up, get out of bed, get to school every single day. I believe that all of you will be the ones to make real, lasting changes to our community, our country, and our world. We are so often led to believe that we have to become a doctor or a fancy lawyer or a politician to make change. But what I see every day is in fact the very opposite. Change is not confined to those who have the authority over others. It is not confined to those with money, and most importantly, it is not confined to those who know the most people. So often, we think of ourselves as insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but I can assure you that each and every one of you are not insignificant. So let's run the math. Even if you only talk to 2 friends all year, supporting them, laughing with them, crying with them, you made a good, lasting impression. But change doesn't end there. For the sake of simple math, let's assume that your friends have 2 other friends, and because you supported their friends, they are able to support their friends. Now, maybe that was a little bit confusing, but breaking it down to pure numbers, we come up with 2 times 2 times 2, an exponential equation. As most of you probably know, an exponential equation may start out slow, but quickly grows in number. Much like a ripple in a pond, always expanding, always reaching further. So even if you land in a small pond, your ripple can only become so big. I point you back to the math. Let's say that you can only multiply 2 8 times. You've already affected over 250 people. With that mindset, the possibilities are endless. You might ask, what makes change? And I would tell you that it can be as simple as having 2 friends, but it can also be volunteering, being in a club, or playing a sport. Basically, all you have to do is get involved. Now, I admit that that is an oversimplification, but in the end, the message is that you have to be involved in things to affect change. So often, we are caught up in our own worlds, shut away in our little rooms, sitting behind a computer screen, playing a game against a computer, and we lose track of what is important. For students, we get so lost in finishing the assignment, getting the word count on an essay, and reading that book that we forgot the very things that we are learning from and getting so wrapped up in are the things that are supposed to help us. For students, parents, and staff, I so often see us getting wrapped up in our individual struggles, grading that assignment, or going to work, that we lose sight of what is important. All this to say, don't let yourself be so caught up in the paperwork that you lose track of the people. Before I go, I must say I wouldn't be standing before all of you today without so many different people. Thank you to my teachers for being so amazing for these past 4 years. Thank you to Captain Picker, Senior Chief Beck, Michelle Gentry, and Mr. Brabant for being such excellent advisors and mentors. And thank you to the community for supporting me in all my endeavors and giving me the chance to learn so much. Finally, I have to thank my brothers who are graduating with me today and my parents who have put so much into the last 18 years of my life. I'll leave you with 3 things. 1, get involved. Show up and you will make a difference. 2, don't get so lost in your work that you forget the people. And finally, a quote. Quit, don't quit. Noodles, don't noodles. You are too concerned with what was and what will be. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That is why it's called the present. So in the spirit of Master Oogway, live in the present and enjoy everything that life has to offer you. Thank you.
Well done. Our next student speaker is Mr. Corey Young with I'll Keep It Short.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me up in the stands, I'm Corey Young, amongst other things, this past year's ASB secretary. It's rather funny. As I was walking up here, I was thinking to myself, today we all have something in common. None of us know what I'm going to say. I'm just kidding. To do one of these speeches, you have to have a little something prepared. It's oddly nostalgic being back here. I remember 3 years ago, sitting way somewhere up in that side, up in the stands, watching my brother down here. And I kept on thinking to myself, wow, this is boring. How many speakers are we having? And in a few minutes, you'll get to see how many names are called to get their diploma. It takes a while. And of course, do I have to listen to all these speakers open up with a really bad joke? I was a kid. I had other things to do, and I just wasn't thinking about it. But I did have one other thought. It's going to be a long time before I'm down here. How mistaken I was. It's easy to think that a few years down the line is a long time, especially when we're younger. But time moves fast. Even though staying up into the odd hours of the night to work on a KJ essay feels like an eternity, it passes by in just a few long hours. Taking the SAT or an AP test may seem like centuries are passing by, but in reality, it's only about 3 to 4 hours. The epochs that pass when running a 5K in cross country actually take less than 10 minutes. As the saying goes, time's arrow neither stands still nor reverses. It merely marches forward. Before I came up here today, I was asked what message I would want to leave with the people in the audience, both my senior peers and everyone up in the stands. When I first approached this question, I wasn't sure what I wanted to say. What have these 4 years amounted to for me? But after some thinking, I realized that there were 2 things that really stood out and I wish I had known sooner. One of which is wasting time is bad. It may seem a bit generic of a message, but it holds a lot of truth, and it can be broken down into 3 main parts. First, life goes by fast, really fast, so get involved early. You never know when the plans you had might be swept away. We all had 2 years of our lives stolen from us. 2 of the most important ones for formative growth. There are any number of things that can erase an opportunity that exists today. So go out and make use of every opportunity today. Secondly, your worst fears of embarrassment will either come true or they won't, regardless of how long you wait to do something. Whatever you're thinking about trying, being signing up for a harder class, asking a pretty girl out, or introducing yourself to someone you might want to become friends with, just be bold and do it. Being too afraid of something going poorly will more often than not just make things pass by. Lastly, things will happen without you there. Important and cool things that you will wish you were there for. In part, you have to be ready to accept that you can't do everything, but you can be involved in a lot. Don't just sign up for things, actively show up and participate. If things are going to happen when you're not there, then always be there. The person who gets the nice job isn't always the smartest person or the most qualified. The people who find a happy relationship aren't always the great romancers. The people who prosper by whatever metric of success you choose aren't the best, the smartest, the fastest, the strongest. It's the people who show up. If you've taken Mr. Roger Danger Johnson's AP biology class, then you've likely heard the same concept described with other life. The greatest organism isn't the strongest or the smartest, it's the one that best fits its niche in life. We're all different. Amongst this graduating class, there are people going to all sorts of different fields. Some are going to study kinesiology, others auto mechanics. While those studying computer science may be able to solve integral calculus problems and those planning to work as linemen can't, the same apprentice lineman can fix a car motor, whereas the computer science majors may be tricked into trying to change their blinker fluid. We're all different, and that's okay, because we each fit into our roles better than anyone else can. We're all different. But like I began this speech, today we do have something in common. We're all moving into a new phase of our lives, and that's something that should be celebrated. And since wasting time is bad, I'll hand the mic off to the next person. Also, thank you, Nanny, Pop-Pop, all my teachers, parents, annoying brother.
Thank you, everyone. I would now like to introduce our Port Angeles School District Board President, Dr. Sandy Long.
Tanner said he'd keep, excuse me, Tanner. Corey said he'd keep it short, and I'm short, so I'll keep it short too. And I did write a speech. I want to welcome and speak to the class of 2022 tonight. How well I remember in 1959 when I graduated from high school. That was a long time ago, and now you're going to be able to figure out how old I am. Okay. Let me say that it's a great pleasure to be with all of you tonight and to spend a few moments talking to you on this very special occasion. This evening marks the beginning of many exciting new adventures in each of your lives. You are officially beginning the transition from adolescence to adulthood. People around you are going to be expecting a lot from you. They're going to ask you to act like an adult, think like an adult, be an adult. They will have a new set of expectations about your level of abilities and your level of skills and your behaviors. But let me say to you that with adulthood comes expanded freedoms. Sounds great, huh? Lots of new freedom. Some of you will be moving out of your homes for the first time and living alone, maybe with a friend at college. Some of you will be going to university. Some of you will be entering the work world and maybe sharing an apartment with a friend. Some of you will also be entering the military and traveling the world, going to wonderful new places. So you will be presented with a new set of problems to solve and great decisions, life decisions to make. After 12 years of school, you have been schooled in research methods, right? I'm sure all your teachers have sent you to the library and to Google and to the computer to help you learn to find information. And you're going to need that skill maybe more than any other skill that you develop in school. For example, when you're making life choices in the future, one of the choices you will make is whether to vote or not. How many of you, raise your hand, are already 18 years of age? Well, the rest of you will catch up soon. And when you're 18, I hope a lot of you have already registered to vote. I hope those who are turning 18 will do that very thing very close to your birthday. In a couple of months, those of you who are already registered to vote will have a chance to vote, and some of you for the first time. Here in Port Angeles, we'll have a primary election, and what I want to say to you tonight is use those research skills. When you see candidates, you may hear them at a civic meeting, or your parents may know the candidates, or you may know the candidates that are running for office. Your vote for each of those candidates, each of your votes is so very important. Unfortunately, we have the reputation in Clallam County of not voting as much as we should. So I want to encourage you tonight to make good choices when you go out and get to become a citizen of this community and register to vote. Now, I want to wish you the best through these new adventures and through life's pathways as you travel. And I want you to remember to make good choices. And that starts tonight. So be sure when you're out and about tonight that you think about making good choices. Thank you and congratulations, graduates.
Our final student speaker of the evening is Jillian Wolf with Balance.
Hi, I'm Jillian Wolf. I'm a senior class, what is my, secretary. Yep. Okay. So, you know, when I got told I should write a speech, I kind of took some time to do some reflecting on what I wanted to talk about, thinking about my past 4 years. So I wanted to start with a couple of, I think, my most used quotes throughout high school. I can't. I have an essay due tomorrow. Not tonight. I have a ton of math homework. I have ballet rehearsals. I can't go. If I had $1 for every time I said no to a football game, party, or simple hangout because of school conflicts, I think I'd have enough money to pay for my college career. And we all know that's saying something. While I'm immensely proud of the extracurriculars I've completed and the grades I've received, I've spent a great deal of time wondering if it were all worth it. Throughout my entire high school career, I've prided myself on the lengthy list of honors classes and extracurriculars I've participated in throughout the years. I knew people had preconceived notions of the kind of person I was through the activities I pursued, but I didn't really care. I was aiming past high school and into the future, attending an Ivy League school. Looking back into the Jillian historical archives, one can find a picture of me sporting a Stanford t-shirt at the ripe age of about 4. While I pride myself on my commitment, I do acknowledge my slight stubbornness. To spend 4 years working towards one goal only to watch it fall flat is a humbling experience, to say the least. After receiving a handful of rejections and a handful of acceptances, I was forced to consider the question that had been lurking in the back of my mind since that first I can't moment. Was it all worth it? All of the events I missed, the long nights spent cramming for tests and writing essays, and the missed vacations to focus on school, was it all for nothing? To accept that my hard work was pointless is to let myself succumb to the idea that academic validation is the only way to feel some sense of worth. If Brown and Columbia don't think I'm enough, then why should I? Now I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, who let this girl talk about her Ivy League rejection for 5 minutes as a graduation speech? And yes, this is a valid thought to have. However, I want to stress that this speech is not about regret or pity. What I've realized from looking back on my years spent at this school is that yes, every I can't was worth it. And if I could do high school all over again, I don't think I would make many changes. Aside from choosing a time frame that didn't involve a 3-year deadly pandemic, but that's a separate topic. And while I'm happy with my overall high school experience, I know I will be confronted with all new challenges as I plunge into the terrifying world of 401ks, taxes, and inevitable midlife crises. If I ever try to buy a sports car, please someone stop me. I firmly believe that life is in a constant state of searching for homeostasis. We adjust to every new curveball thrown our way. I know my future will be filled with these curveballs as I attempt to navigate in a world without the plush safety nets and guidance of a high school setting. I can't even confidently say I'm prepared for these curveballs. No one ever truly is. What I do know is that life is an ever-evolving, ever-shifting, ever-ebbing thing, and I'm prepared for all that I'm unprepared for. What high school has taught me above all is that one needs balance. So what I mean to say is, don't be afraid to make sacrifices. High school is the time to try new things, to give up something for what is more important or beneficial in the long run. And while school is important, it isn't everything. There will never be another time in your life when trying new things can provide so much and making mistakes can cost so little. Being driven is important, but so is balance. Just because some things might be neglected, at least temporarily, doesn't mean they need to be forever. So yes, put off that assignment to go watch that football game. Spend less time on that essay to go to that party. Just don't tell KJ. You have the opportunity to mold your time here into something you won't regret, so use it wisely. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I'm just blown away by our student speakers tonight. I'd like to welcome all our school board members, teachers, fellow administrators, our parents, and seniors of the class of 2022. I'd like to take the time to personally thank our school board members and Superintendent Brewer and Assistant Superintendent Olson for their continued support of our students. Our students have thrived despite the obstacles of the pandemic due to their diligent and brave choices, which have directly improved our lives of our students and our families. When other school districts said no, we said yes, and our students are better for it. I'd also like to recognize our Port Angeles High School faculty and staff present tonight. I have been beyond blessed this year to lead these hardworking and caring educators as the new principal of Port Angeles High School. This is my first graduation speech as the principal of Port Angeles High School. I'm humbled, honored to join a great tradition of principals who have welcomed these amazing young people of Port Angeles into the adult world. Now I want to talk to my seniors who we're celebrating here tonight. You are the 68th senior class of Port Angeles High School. I know, 68th. This group of young people have endured and overcome adversity that was never experienced by any graduating class ever before. You all share a special bond. As you depart high school, I want to leave you guys with a few lessons. And when I was going over my speech, it took me quite a while. I did about 4 or 5 drafts of it, because typically in a speech like this, the principal will give you lessons. But the thing is I never did what you did. So, if anything, I've learned a lot of lessons from all of you. But I have a few that I'm just going to think that I've seen some of you achieve that I'd like to leave you with. My first reminder, and think about all these reminders, when you're the most stressed, when things are hardest, when you want to give up and things are hopeless. Oftentimes in life, we become stressed when things go sideways. Our instinct is often to speak first, to make sure our opinion is the loudest. Remember to listen before you speak. And remember to listen more than you speak. Remember that often people share the same opinions as you. So ask questions. Ask follow-up questions. Agree and sympathize. This builds trust, and people will trust you. And this is a key aspect of success in every part of your life. Listen. Second reminder, family and friends come first. When you enter in the work world and you have to start making a paycheck, everyone will want something from you right now. Your job will want it right now. Your spouse or your partner will want it right now. Your friends will want it right now. So remember that when life gets busy, when you feel scared and frantic, breathe. Remember that your job is a job, and your family always comes first. Work hard, but find balance, and don't forget what's important. Do not lose your way. My last reminder, become comfortable with discomfort. Become comfortable with discomfort. More often than not, your adult life will consist of large stretches of time where you will feel uncomfortable, stressed, and tired. Instead of shying away from these emotions, instead embrace it. Make discomfort your own and learn to endure it. Remember that being comfortable with discomfort is your normal state. When you have a bad day, when things are hard, remember, you have survived thousands of bad days. You have survived a pandemic. And you will just survive one more bad day. So, in closing, I want to share with you one of my favorite poems that I used to read when I was a Younger Person by Edgar Guest. Somebody said that it couldn't be done, but he with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be one. Who wouldn't say two till he tried? So he buckled right in with the trace of a grin on his face. If he worried he'd hit it, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that." At least no one has ever done that. But he took off his coat and he took off his hat, and the first thing we knew, he'd begun it. With a lift of his chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Just start in to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you will do it. Port Angeles High School class of 2022. Please take these words with you into your life as you move forward. I have every hope, and I am so proud of every single one of you. I wish nothing but happiness and prosperity for every single one of you. Thank you. This evening, we are going to commemorate some of our student achievements, starting with the seal of biliteracy. When I call your names, okay, now there's the listening part, we're shifting to the doing part. When I call your name, please stand up and remain standing until everyone is announced. The seal of biliteracy is awarded to students who have studied and attained proficiency in 2 or more languages. At these time, I would like to recognize these students. Please stand when I say your name. Heidi Nolasco. Lance Menace. Ni Wing. Angelique Hernandez. Thank you. You may be seated. Will the students who are receiving academic honors please come to the stage? Here comes the jingle crew.
Jingle bells.
So if you want to. Yep. These students have completed their academic honors, which means they've taken on a rigorous course of study here at Port Angeles High School. I will read them in alphabetical order, and our senior counselor, Mrs. Dana Snail, will hand them their academic honor certificate. Hannah Baisden. Kennedy Brooke. Josh Gavin. Lucas Gavin. Damon Gunderson. Emmy Halberg. Kimberly Thompson. Miles Waite. Adam Weller. Jillian Wolf. Finally, Corey Young. Zoe Smithson. Now, it is my pleasure to recognize some more significant student accomplishments. First of all, there are 37 students present tonight who have taken all or part of their junior and senior year at Peninsula College. In addition to their high school diploma, they have earned their associate's degree. I would like these students to stand as I read your name. Please hold your applause until all students have been acknowledged. Liam Audette. Kinley Brady. Malik Braun. Catherine Brown. Eve Burke. James Burkhart. Olivia Carroll. James Coleman. Isaac Coppage. Rafe Davenport. Jesse Drees. Wyatt Dunning. Ann Edwards. Vanessa Flanagan. Jade Gettleman. Colby Groves. Mackenzie Hammond. Jalen Hofer. Sage Hunter. Luna Hutchin. Kylie Hutton. Catherine Marchant. Faith McFall. Caleb McLarty. Vale Mead. Emily Reed. Grace Roning. Nikolai Ross. Jenna Sanders. Bergen Champ. Jaden Soderbeer. Angelina Sprague. Gracie Townsend. Jack Walsh. Olivia Ray. And Natasha Zavodny. Well done, everyone. Well done. Will those students receiving department honors please make your way to the stage? These students have completed a rigorous course of study at Port Angeles High School. These classes included honors courses and have allowed them to earn Port Angeles High School academic honors recognition. I like to call these kids the Jingle Crew. Yeah, you guys can be there. Hannah Basin, business honors, math honors, and science honors. Adam Boyd, music honors. Kinley Brady, business honors. Kennedy Brook, math honors. Sierra Burkett, art honors. Daniel Cable, business honors. Olivia Carroll, music honors. Chelsea Clark, music honors. Tegan Clark, business honors and music honors. James Coleman, science honors. Jack Council, music honors. Rafe Davenport, science and world language honors. Caitlin Donaldson, business honors. Jesse Drees, science and world language honors. Silas Eastman, art honors. Ann Edwards, music honors. Good job, Silas. Lane Flanagan, science honors. Harrison Fulton, NJROTC honors. Lucas Gavin, Math, Science, NJROTC, World Language, and Music Honors. Josh Gavin, Math and Science Honors. Liam Getson, Music Honors. Jason Gladfelter, Business Honors. Damon Gunderson, Business Honors. Emmy Halberg, Math, Science, and World Language Honors. Rebecca Hernandez, Business Honors. Everett Hunsaker, Music Honors. Sage Hunter, NJROTC Honors. Trinity Law, Music Honors. Addie Lomax, Math, Science, NJROTC Honors. Cheyenne Magard, NJROTC Honors. Braden Mahaney, NJROTC Honors. Timothy McDonald, Math Honors. Jenna McGough, Business, Math, and World Language Honors. Vale Mead, Music Honors. Ethan McKillis, Music Honors. Edward Montanet, Math Honors. Abigail Moore, Art and Music Honors. Clara Murphy, NJROTC Honors. Sophia Murray, Art Honors. Emily Reed, Music Honors. William Reif, NJROTC and Music Honors. Dalton Ross, Music Honors. Peyton Rudd, Business Honors and Science Honors. Jenna Sanders, NJROTC Honors. James Suskowski, Math and Science Honors. Avery Saul, Music Honors. Nathan Seeley, NJROTC Honors. Bergen Champ, Business Honors. Zoe Smithson, Math, Science, Art, and World Language Honors. Angelina Sprigg, Music and World Language Honors. Hannah Sugg, Art Honors. Good job, Hannah. Kimberly Thompson, Business, Math, Science, and World Language Honors. Persia True, Music Honors. Celeste Tucker, Art Honors. Miles Waite, Business, Math, Science, and Music Honors. Adam Weller, Math, Science, World Language, and Music Honors. Zoe Williams, Music Honors. Jillian Wolf, Math, Science, and World Language Honors. Dea Woodward, Math and Business Honors. Olivia Ray, Music Honors. Corey Young, Math, Trade and Industry, and Science Honors. Adeja Zuniga, Art Honors. Congratulations to all of our Department Honors winners. Thank you, everyone. We cross-checked. I'll double check. Now I'd like to introduce the Superintendent of Port Angeles School District, Mr. Marty Brewer.
Congratulations, class of 2022. Nice job. Give yourself a hand. We are all very proud of your efforts and accomplishments. Today will serve as one of the most significant accomplishments of your life. The resilience you demonstrated over the last 2.5 years will serve you very well. Looking forward, we know that each of you are on the path to greatness, and you have the skills necessary to achieve your goals. Let's look back a little ways. You remember that day, March 17th of 2020, like a bad dream. On that day, little did we know that we would engage in something that we call now remote or distance learning for better part of 8 months. But during this time, you developed the skills of working independently, time management, and self-motivation. So that's looking at it from the glass half full. But we know you couldn't have accomplished what you did alone. You needed the support of your friends and family throughout this time. So graduates, please help me, or please join me in congratulating your friends and family for that support during that time of need. Then, finally, we returned to school in January of 2021, also known as hybrid. I can still remember the day where, I saw joy and happiness on our students' faces as they finally were able to come back to what we call in-person learning. But I want you to know that this was no simple task. At that point in time, 80 to 90% of students across the state of Washington had not returned to school. So I want to take this opportunity, and graduates, please join me in thanking the entire school district staff for working to make that happen on that day for you. And now this year, we've returned to full-time, everyday, in-person learning, and this staff over here, Port Angeles High School staff, I know worked tirelessly to make that happen, to give you as a normal of experience as they could make this year. This staff worked, sports and clubs, concerts, drill competitions, proms, and assemblies. Please join me in thanking this staff of teachers, support staff, coaches, mentors, and advisors for standing up and stepping up for you this year. As you already know, you have endured challenges unlike any other generation in the United States history. Now be sure to take those skills and make a difference in this world. I try to make graduation speeches relevant. So now I have 4 Port Angeles High School alumni who would like to share what their Port Angeles High School diploma has meant to them and how it has contributed to their successes in life. Wendy Sampson, class of 1997. writes, I grew up on the Lower Elwha Reservation and attended the old Dry Creek School. I attended Stevens Middle School and graduated from Port Angeles High School. I have both positive and negative experiences from my time as a student here. I am forever thankful for the school teachers and staff, family members, elders, and friends in my life who encouraged me along my educational journey, not only from the school system, but also within my tribal community. Because of their support, I am able to be a teacher both at Stevens and Port Angeles High School today, and I am proud to carry on the important work of teaching Klallam language and history in our schools. I look forward to seeing the partnership between the school district and the tribe grow to make school experiences better and better for each successive generation. Wendy Sampson, class of 1997. Angie Gooding, class of 1993. The people of Port Angeles, including my teachers, coaches, business leaders, family, friends, and employers, believed in me and in my ability to be successful. These individuals encouraged me, guided me, and sent me away from Port Angeles to learn and grow. 20 years later, they welcomed me back into this community. As graduating seniors, you may feel a need to escape our tight-knit community. I felt the same way 18 years ago, when I was 18 years old. However, if someday you choose to move back to your hometown, we'll happily welcome you with open arms. Angie Gooding, class of 1993. Jeff Lunt, class of 1996. Graduating as a Rough Rider instilled in me the values of cooperation, teamwork, and support for one another. Values I continue to use daily as an educator. While it takes hard work and persistence on an individual's part, sustained success is a group effort. As an educator, whether it be a teacher in the classroom or as a building principal, I strive to ensure I support each member of a team. Port Angeles High School and the Port Angeles community taught me that importance. Jeff Lunt, class of 1986. And finally, you're going to really like this one, Scooter Chapman. Class, now get this, class of 1952, Roosevelt High School. Being a Rough Rider helped me via journalism class and Teddy Growl's newspaper. My junior year, funds were low, and we switched school news to the KOMP at 4:30, Monday through Thursday. You don't have to leave Port Angeles to look for a career. Go Riders. Scooter Chapman, class of 1952. In closing, I invite you all to take in the full experience of tonight. Be proud of yourself. See the community that you have sitting behind you this evening. And please remember one thing from this speech. This community stands behind you. So, when life gets tough, lean on your friends, family, and the community of Port Angeles. You will always have supporters here. Congratulations, and we are so proud of you.
Okay. You have been very patient and persevered very much, and I guarantee you are very cold. Okay. Mr. Brewer, President Dr. Sandy Long, Vice President Katie Marks, members of the school board. I proudly certify that this class, the Port Angeles High School class of 2022, has completed the requirements as set out by the state of Washington and the school board of directors. Congratulations. At this time, would the senior class officers come to announce the graduates?
That picked up a lot farther away than I thought it did. Sorry, guys.
Get my glasses on.
Don't touch me.
She ready? Oh, they're shivering. Hi. Where are you going to school? You done?
And if you can kind of guide
From this piece of grass. I'm making my own X. That's your spot, okay? Don't kick it. You can hear us. You go around. I should.
So you'll turn towards me for the picture.
All right. Zoe Thompson.
We got this.
Angelina Sprague.
Oh my gosh.
Vale Mead.
Olivia Ray.
Addie Lomax.
Hold their diploma for the picture. Oh, it's upside down. Don't worry, there's nothing in it.
Vanessa Flanagan.
You ready? You're ready. Photographer. She keeps handing it upside down. They can hear you.
Anna Arndt.
Catherine Marchant.
Wesley Balmer.
Corey Young.
Congratulations on that nice speech.
Zoe Williams.
Miles Waite.
Delfonso Martinez Vasquez.
Emmy Hallberg.
Avery Saul.
Celeste Tucker.
Haley Willard.
Zach Gavin.
Lisa Martin.
Lucas Gavin.
Ella Scholes.
Persia True.
Shannon Callahan.
Marissa Graham.
Clara Murphy.
Riley Metz.
Ellie Decker.
Jordan Hawkins.
Morgan Lasher.
Abigail Moore.
Olivia Carroll.
Derek Allen.
Jack Council.
Dalton Ross.
Brian Shimko.
Connor Hudgen. I gotta say it right this time.
Edward Montenay.
Haziel Livingston.
Henry Rygard.
Daniel Cable.
John Vera.
Branton Fissler.
Jack Seidel.
Xander Maestas.
Hannah Johnson.
Jeremiah Hall.
Abigail Martin.
Trinity Laws.
Sierra Burkett.
Quana Wheeler.
Lily Brush.
I know I'm not allowed to do this, but I'm shouting out to my mom, I love you, and I'm graduating for you.
Wyatt Dunning.
Poppy Cunningham.
Kylie Hutton.
Eva Jones.
Jalen Hofer.
Lacey Reed.
Blake Peterson.
Jesse Drees.
Kennedy Brooke.
James Coleman.
Liam Audette.
Rafe Davenport.
Jack Walsh.
James Sosowski.
Hannah Baisden.
Matthew Alston.
Zoe Smithson.
Carlos Rodriguez.
Damon Gunderson.
Trenton and Delicato.
James Burkhart.
Austin Holloway.
Brandon Heiser.
Isaac Coppage.
Ariane Owen.
Cody Woods.
Kinley Ellsbury.
Mackenzie Hammond.
Jaden McTeer.
Angelique Hernandez.
Sarah Cameron.
Nathan Seeley.
Samantha Hustis.
Gracie Townsend.
Dawson Moore.
Austin Seeley.
Hayden Desser.
Dominic Fisher.
Ethan Michaelis.
We don't need it. Stop.
Oh, it's me. Chelsea Clark.
Liam Getson.
Cyrus Audette.
Caleb McClarty.
Adam Weller.
Michael Walston.
William Rife.
Josh Garrett.
Caitlin Donaldson.
Lonnie Steele.
Dale Woodyard.
Shaylee Withrow.
Joel Day.
Rachel Crenshaw.
Adam Boyd.
Jeffrey Batten.
Cadence Grussel.
Zoe Davis.
Everett Hunsaker.
Grace Roning.
Kylie Manzoni.
Ann Edwards.
Harmony Colfax.
Cheyenne Maggard.
Aiden Spencer.
Yeah! This will be great.
Jenna Sanders.
Oh, crap. All right.
That's great. It's good to see you guys.
Jack Harrelson.
Sage Hunter.
Rebecca Hernandez.
Hannah Sugg.
Tyler Diltz.
Heidi Nolasco.
Jason Gladfelter.
Emmy Award winner Jason Gladfelter.
Nee Wayne.
Timothy McDonald.
James Grubbs.
Braden Morrison.
Cyrus Mills.
Sean Homan.
Nico Ross.
Kinley Brady.
Hunter Robinson.
Bergen Champ.
Bailey Larson.
Tegan Clark.
Jade Gettleman.
Emily Reed.
Catherine Brown.
Joseph Luchester.
Bailey Anderson.
Gavin Greenstreet.
Let's go, Gavin!
Lance Menace.
Mia Gagnon.
Michael Soul.
Dylan Hoffman.
No, come on. Oh, please.
Beckett Jarnigan.
Don't mess with me like that.
Duncan Jacobs.
Peyton Rudd.
Kai Brigance.
Eve Burke.
Austin Igo.
Jenna McGough.
Braden Mahaney.
Lane Flanagan.
Harrison Fulton.
Ty Brado.
Sean Elias.
Malik Braun.
Xavion Mason.
And a boy!
Malia Casey.
Maddox Pangaro.
Brian West.
Taylor Massman.
Skylar Jackson.
Josiah Matthews.
Adeja Zuniga.
Hunter Witt.
JD Tangadal.
Sequoia Grippo.
Elise Mann.
Gloria Gooding.
Sophia Murray.
Stasia Auburn.
Bryn Lindy.
Colby Groves.
Sophia Salas.
Harley Docks.
Alyssa Peppers.
Hava Haller.
Brooklyn Jacobs.
Lindsay Groff.
Fiona Cunningham.
Kayla Henning.
Matthew Mangano.
Jordan Rourke.
Michaela Brusso.
Imogen Bankson.
Naaman McGuffey.
Josiah Rosevier.
Silas Eastman.
Rafael Moreno.
Carrie Lee Brunken.
Emilia Salazar.
Michaela Elliott.
Jalen Gaines.
Jaden Tahano.
Emily Hamilton.
Rhett Wilson.
Kimberly Thompson.
Josh Gavin.
Jillian Wolf.
Samantha Robbins.
Okay, guys, hang in there. Settle. You got me for 30 more seconds, guys, I promise. Okay, then you're free forever. Okay. You guys, you have one more task in front of you. You have worked hard, and you deserve to be proud of this achievement and to take this opportunity to celebrate with your friends and family. Now, please rise. Now, please join me in moving your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2022. You are now officially graduated.